it? Aren't you freezing?
A bit cold.
Oh. Good morning and welcome back to another one. As some might say, winter is coming and my hand started freezing. Now, in this video I'm going to go through some heated grips and give you some background why I think, well, why I'm assuming Oxford will be a lot better in heated grips than Yamaha's OEM heated grips. To give you some background on the story, I had the Yamaha heated grips fitted on my old bike. I went through 2 pairs in a year and a half, I think, just over a year. So quality wise, not the best thing that you could buy, because they kept breaking down on me. So at points one was warmer than the other. They never got hot, like never. They were never hot. They were always lukewarm. The top bit of the thing, what do you call it, of the grip, sometimes might get warm. The bottom was cold, and so on and so forth. So it was never always, I don't know, hot or warm. It was lukewarm. And surface wise, it never got warm all over. So they weren't the best ones. Price wise, they were around 130 pounds. And the, come on man, and the Oxford ones, I paid 79 pounds for them. I mean, you could get a previous version for about 49-50 pounds. I've seen them online, brand new. Based on the reviews that I've read, I'm hoping that the newer Oxford one will be a lot better than the old Yamaha one. I'm hoping they will get warmer. I'm hoping they will last for longer, and I'm hoping that the heat is more, I don't know, comes from all over the place, all around, rather than in different spots like I used to have with the Yamaha one. Yamaha one used to break down quite a lot. And even before I changed them, I had to change them in warranty a couple of times, and even before I did change them, they used to cut out sometimes, I don't know, short circuit I'm assuming, or something like that. But yeah, they didn't work properly as they should have worked. So I'm counting the Oxford one will work a lot better. The main reason why I went with the Yamaha one back in the day was the way they looked. The controller unit was inside the grip, so you didn't have anything sticking out or anything like that, which I think made a huge difference, because design wise it just looked a lot better. The Oxford one, design wise, is not that great, because if you've got that control panel sticking out, so it's not the nicest thing. And plus I'm a bit concerned that when I've got the bag on, the handlebars hit the bag, so I don't know, I need to check out how they're going to fit, and I'll need to think if I can, I don't know, maybe put them elsewhere. They will be a bit out of reach, so I'll need to take my hand off the handlebar, but I'm hoping I'm not going to have to adjust the heat settings and everything else, I mean, more than once I get on the bike. But yeah, besides that, hopes are really high. I'll let you know how they perform compared to the Yamaha ones, and yeah, stay tuned. Peace. Hold it. Warm yourself up a bit.
Oh, careful now. I've been thinking about those. I don't know how easy they are to fit. Can you do it yourself?
Yeah, I've done it myself. It's half an hour. That's all it is. Before we go ahead with putting the heated grips on, I just thought I'd take you through the box and what's inside. Basically, you've got 2 heated grips, left and right. You've got the console, or the main control unit, whatever you want to call it. The 2 grips will connect up to the console, and obviously then there's a main cable that goes to the battery, so you're going to have a plus and a minus. You'll have some screws as well, just in case the screws that are on the bike won't fit the bracket. It's a pretty straightforward process. You need to cut the grips off, the old ones. Make sure that on the accelerator bit you don't cut the tube as well, the accelerator tube that you've got underneath the grip. To make your life easier, I took 2 screwdrivers. I propped them between the grip and the tube just to give myself some space, and then with the Stanley knife or scissors or whatever you have, just fit it in such a way that it doesn't cut the tube. So yeah, just be careful with that. Left hand side is even easier than that, because you don't need to worry about cutting anything off. So just took the cutter, the Stanley knife to it,
slashed it up. Put some glue on the right hand side, just don't overdo it. I've overdone it and I had some dripping on the floor. Just a few drops are more than enough. And now the left hand side I didn't bother putting any glue because I used the bar end to just tighten it down. What I've heard people doing is they lift the tank up and they run the cable underneath the tank. It was just a lovely sunny day and I wanted to get out, so I was on a tight schedule. I didn't want to lift the tank. So what I've done is I took the cable, I run it underneath the tank but from the side. So basically I popped it in on the side and then I've pushed it up with my fingers, made sure that it sits snug and tight underneath the tank. If you run the cable underneath the tank and if you lift all the rubber seals up, you'll see some spaces where you can fit the cable through. I've basically fit it through and then I took it into the right hand side panel. It's only because the left hand one is already full with cables because I've got my USB adapter connected to the left one as well. So I had some space on the right hand side, that's where I've put it in, and then I've made all the cables join on the right hand side and hooked them up on the inside and hooked them all up on the inside of the panel. Put that panel back on, tested the bike before I've put everything together, seen that it worked, and then I've just put everything back together.
Yeah, before I go, just I had to put this the wrong way around. So the cable should be coming down here and you'd have the plus minus down here, so this should be twisted, but I couldn't because this cable otherwise would go against my bag when I use the bag. I mean, I tend to use the bag very often, so even now you can see it's just a bit dark. The cable would be against the bag. No bueno. Anyway, working just fine. So welcome back to sunny London. Beautiful view today. Clearish sky, you can see the city. I'm not sure if you can see it from the camera. Anyway, coldest day of the year today, and I had no idea it's coming. So the fact that I've installed the heated grips yesterday, amazing. I mean, just go back and have a look how nice it was yesterday. It was even warm. And this morning I found frost on my bike. But anyway, I think I couldn't have picked a better day to install the heated grips. And I was actually thinking, should I just leave it do during the week and just go out for a ride on Sunday? Go on, after you, man. He seemed happy. And okay, another one. Yes, you're in a rush, I know. We all are. What was I saying? Yes, so couldn't have picked a better day to install the heated grips, so thumbs up for that. Much better than the Yamaha heated grips, just because I've got them on 100% and they are burning my hands. So I have to keep letting go every now and then, but I like it like this because my hands are freezing on the outside. So the warmer it is, the better. But to give you an idea, if you switch on the Yamaha ones on like full power, full on, and I had two pairs and both of them work the same way. If you switch them on at 100% power, basically they're gonna fill with no gloves on. So with no gloves on, they're gonna feel exactly like these feel on 100% with gloves on. So that's, to me, that's a huge difference, man. Okay, so yeah, they do work a lot better than the Yamaha ones. They do heat up a lot more. They heat up even really quick. So and the nice thing is you can put them on even while you've got the ignition off, you can still put them on. Some might argue people might walk past and just switch them on for you and drain your battery. Well, I'm not sure about the old one, about the old console, but the new one, because this is the newer version, basically has something integrated that saves battery life. So as soon as it detects the battery is low, it just switches off automatically. So if you've got any battery issues, these will switch off. If someone walks past and tries to push the buttons and turn them on to drain your battery, again, they will switch off automatically. So yeah, I don't know, I think that's good. You can't complain about that. They get really hot. It was pretty easy to install, so it took me about, I think, an hour. Morning. Don't worry, no need to say hello. So yeah, it took me about an hour to put them on. It's just because I'm useless with similar things. Didn't have to cut them off, so I've put them on. Didn't have to cut them or anything. They feel nice. glue wise, the glue that comes with them is just basically regular super glue, I think, to be honest. They've just branded it Oxford glue or Oxford Heated Grips glue or something like that, I can't remember, but it's just basically super glue. I just put a touch on this side, just a tiny bit, just because they are a snug fit, so it's not like they're gonna slip or anything. On the left hand side I've got no glue whatsoever, so just to give you an idea. But as soon as you start tightening the bar end, that kind of keeps it in place as well, so I think that helps. Thank you for that. I was in third gear. Are you insane? How did I pull off in third gear? Anyway, I was wondering why it's so sluggish. So yeah, install wise, I was worried they would look a bit messier. What I've done, if you've got an MT-09, I've run the cables to the right hand side in the side panel. So you've got the side panel, I took the panel off, and I've got the main control unit, the main console control unit, I don't know what you call it, runs behind the steering and runs from underneath the panel, runs inside the panel basically. I've done the same thing for the right hand one as well, just because it's longer, but because the left hand one is slightly shorter, so you're not going to have enough slack to run the cable from underneath, I've basically run it from the top. So there's some rubber seals and everything. You just pull them to the side, run the cable in, and then put the seals back on. It's fine, no worries whatsoever. I mean, it's not in the way. I only use 2 zip ties, I think, and there's 2 zip ties on the handlebars already from Yamaha that you can undo. So don't cut them off. The big ones, you can actually undo them. I don't know if you knew. I didn't. I was about to cut them off. And I checked them out and I thought, that's weird. What does that tab do? So I pulled the tab and I was like, yeah, silly man, well done. But yeah, it's a pretty easy install. They are much better than the Yamaha ones. I can already tell. Let's see how long they're gonna last me, because I've told you, Yamaha ones, I went through 2 in 1 year. I'm hoping these are gonna last me a bit more. I still got the receipt. I think you get some warranty on it. Don't quote me on that, because I don't know for how long, but I think standard warranty is 1 year, and then I don't know. But yeah, they last me for more than 1 year. Happy days. I paid £79 for them. I don't know what that is in dollars, but look it up, have a look. And bumpy. Where are you? I mean, look at that, man. Like, what the? My days, man, my days. Anyway, that guy really pissed me off. Look at him, look at him. I'm late as well, man. I know I'm late. I'm gonna get to work 10 minutes late. It's slippery outside. I'm not gonna start doing mess stuff just to, I don't know, get in trouble. And you know what? I'm gonna catch up with him at the lights. Guaranteed. Let's see. Anyway, so yeah, buy the heated grips. Well worth the money. £79, not even that expensive. Yamaha ones are 100 plus pounds. I'm not sure exactly how much, but they're only slightly more than 100 quid. There you go. What did I tell you? Didn't even have to get to the lights to catch up with this. Should I call him Muppet? Clown? I don't know. I don't want YouTube to think I'm being offensive. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Do come back for another one. And lots of love, people. Thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate the support. Peace out. Yeah, I know, terrible, isn't it? Red light, 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 my days! My days, that's some bad driving, man. Some really bad driving.